This week marks 5 years since the Pittsburgh synagogue shooting, a day that sparked a local realization of the devastating impact of hate.
Well, since then, hate in our country has crescendoed on many fronts, racial, political, and now even with the war in Gaza. New this morning, John Shumway has the perspective of people who work every day to prevent hate violence here. John.
Yeah, and this is a full-time job 24/7, led in our area by the FBI, and their biggest concern is the lone wolf. While the violence in Gaza is a reflection of centuries-old hate, closer to home, it simmers beneath the surface until it boils over as it did 5 years ago.
It's such a serious crime that affects not just a single victim, but affects a population, a community.
The special agent in charge of the Pittsburgh office of the FBI, Mike Norwal, says the kind of hate at Tree of Life rises out of modern sources.
There are really no borders anymore. It's just not something you hear on the corner. People can go online and get just indoctrinated with some of this messaging from across the globe, really.
Fueled by the Middle East, by domestic political vitriol, and the 5-year touch point of this week. The environment of hate is hot right now.
We're actively engaged with the community, with our law enforcement partners to identify what threats might be out there.
That said,
we are not aware of a credible threat to anyone in the Pittsburgh area right now.
So often hate is aimed at faith communities. So while the FBI has a constant ear and eye on social media, there are regular meetings with a Pittsburgh multi-faith council.
So at times like this, when we're in a heightened environment, a heightened threat environment, that trust is already there, and we know that we can share that information.
But Special Agent Norwal says the best information comes from you.
If it's something that doesn't look right, that looks suspicious, that you think that makes the hair on the back of your neck stand up, then let us know.
Yeah, Norwal says don't ever dismiss it. Leave it up to them to investigate and determine if what you're hearing is harmless bluster or a real threat, because they know how to handle it.
It's reassuring to know that there are people who are looking out for this 24/7. Really, I mean, that's their full-time job. And again, he says there is no known active local threat right now, at least not that they're aware of, right?
That's what he told me, but he also quickly added that that could quickly change. So they are literally at this 24/7, even monitoring information coming out of their sources in the Middle East that could tip them off to trouble that could occur here. It is constant vigilance, and as Norwal told me, there is no room for error.
What a great piece to talk about how timely it is right now, you know, given the situation and current climate that we're in. John, thank you.
See something, say something.
Yeah.
Thanks, John.